Alright, so as I approach the end of my week-long vacation here in LA, you know, I wanted to come on here and just give you guys some game about what I learned about life from being in LA. Alright, just a little quick interlude before I start chopping up game. The audio on this video is not going to be the best. My Rode mic, which is aka my wireless mic, died right before the video started. And so, you know, the quality of audio is not the best. However, what I am going to do is edit it as best as possible just so you guys can get what you need from it. Ultimately, I didn't want to redo the video just because I felt like the amount of game that was fresh in my head while still in LA, I feel like it was gonna be too good for me to like want to wait and do it later. After I go to Dallas, I'm probably just gonna make a whole guide of how to go out solo, because I think going on a vacation solo by yourself is probably one of the best ways to build character, but it's also one of the most challenging things to do because there's a lot of factors that go into it. So yesterday I decided to go to Hollywood Studios by myself, right? Man, I was on that roller coaster in Marvin's room. You don't realize how important it is to have friends around when it comes to having memories like that, you know? So just realize that a solo trip is mostly just to build character. If you can bring a friend along, I always recommend it, man. You know, I always say, if you got an advantage, take it. Another thing is this, when it comes to being in such a big city like this, you gotta know the spots, 100%. You know, most of the time I was here, I was running around like my head was fucking chopped off. Like this place is so big, you can get lost instantly. There's so many different bars, clubs, all that. Everywhere you go is a different bar and club. You guys can go on Reddit, for example, and just look up bars, best bars in Hollywood or best bars in downtown LA. Wherever you are going, you can just put that in there. But I'm finna warn y'all too though, these drinks here in any big city, expensive as fuck, yo. The money here goes flying. Food here costs a lot, transportation costs a lot. The cool thing about LA is you get your money's worth. I ended up buying some hibachi the other day for like 50 bucks, man. That shit was incredible. That shit had my fucking toes my toes curling like your boy. So let's get into the woman now. The average girl in LA is like an 8. You know, there's so many of them too, man. No matter where you go, whether it's downtown, Venice Beach, Hollywood, you'll have no problem running into girls that you want to talk to. And you know what's crazy with this place too? The chicks be hollering at you here. They be saying, what's up to you? I'm like, yo, if I had a fucking GoPro, I would have shown you guys how many times I got fucking approached. I got approached. I felt like I was being catcalled and shit. I felt like that one video where the girl was walking in New York City, that's how I felt. Like the guy version of that. Ultimately, like I said, you're gonna wanna be in a big city just because you're gonna wanna have more opportunity. A lot of you guys have convinced yourselves you're not good with women just because you've got curved by like 10 girls in your small ass town. That's not how the game works. You gotta make a ton of approaches and learn from your mistakes to get better. You guys approached 5 girls that all have boyfriends and then now you're like, okay, I'm trash, I can't get women. You know, it's not how the game works. You need to be in a location where it's conductive to what you're trying to do. If you're trying to have a ton of women, then you need to go somewhere that's gonna have a lot of opportunities to do so. If you wanna just get yourself a little wife, you might need to go to a smaller city. It's all about what you want, which is what I try to teach about the game. All right, one quick side note. The goal of my channel is not for you guys to become copies of me. I want you guys to understand yourself, learn who you are, and then love yourself so that way you can begin to take action on what you want. A lot of times in our era, we sit around and watch life go by. So if I can motivate you to go ahead there and make the approach on a shorty, go hit the gym for once, go make a move on something that you've always been passionate about, then I'm doing my job. Everyone here is really chill to talk to, so like, you know, if you go out solo, you can find a group of people to, you know, get up with. Everyone here is just chill. You know, not like Houston, Texas, where people want to blow your brains out for just looking at them wrong. As long as you're on your P's and Q's and you're able to make an approach and you're able to carry a conversation and you know, make it go from there, you'll be all right. So the only problem about LA people is that there are a lot of the times they're superficial as hell. And what I mean by that is they're looking for a quick come up, which is probably why they're as nice as they are. And so, for example, I went over to a club the other night. It was like a hotel, it was like a little rooftop joint. And guess who I fucking seen there? I seen Salim the motherfucking Dream there.
What the fuck are you doing? Who the hell are you?
With a few of the Nelk boys. I'm like, yo, is this common here? And the shorty's like, yeah, this is very common here. Where I'm from, Buffalo, New York.
Called America, where you're free and treat each other equally. It's not like fucking.
Where I'm from.
Who the fuck? Like you're called America. Social justice is illegal.
Like I said, as you could tell, the homeless here are quite rampant everywhere around the fucking city, man. But again, there's nothing like a quick fucking right hook will fix, you know what I mean? So unfortunately, that bum decided to interrupt my video at the last second. So the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to what I learned in LA is that a lot of us aren't taking vacations. A lot of us aren't exploring the world. And not all of us have the financial means to do so off rip. But as you continue to self-improve and get more and more money, I recommend most guys just go check out the world and see what it's like. Each city is different, let alone each state. So as you explore and you break your comfort zones and you're not, you know, staying in the same daily routine that you're in at home, you start to recognize patterns and you start to recognize things about yourself that are universal. That trip you're scared to take could be the game changer. Besides that, guys, make sure you guys click subscribe and follow me on my social media. I post daily on my social media of self-improvement tricks and hacks, just so that way you guys stay motivated to take action. Make sure you guys go follow me on there as well. Without further ado, just make sure you guys holla back. The next video I have here is gonna be a banger. Peace.